Hey guys, RJ here. So welcome to another video. This is another English commentary of the Hongkong Flagship EX day number 1, and we are now in the final round. This is round number 9, and our video for today features Blue Purple Luffy versus Green Bonney. Before anything else, I would like to mention that I'm watching from the original broadcast, which doesn't have any casters. So if you just want to watch the match without any commentary, I'll be putting the link in the description down below so you can check it out. Or if you love the English commentary, please stay on the video. So back into our matchup. Blue Purple Luffy, the best deck in the format right now. And actually, Green Bonnie is one of the most popular counters for him. So the key cards for Bonnie here is, of course, the 5 cost Bonnie, so you can freeze a Dawn and kind of delay the progression of Blue Purple Luffy. And you also want to see Hody because if this will be the normal route for Blue Purple Luffy, he will just have one blocker which is Katakuri and then one done open because he'll be chaining those 9 cost characters. And with Hody's ability, you can rest those and you can just go in for the kill. And it looks like we're gonna be starting here. Purple Luffy decides to be on the play here, and there's usually no turn one play for Purple Luffy. I would assume this is just gonna be a pass, and it looks like it will be. And wow, a very early Rocinante coming from the side of the Bonnie character, Bonnie, and I saw a Zorojuro, so we're gonna be seeing a 6k vanilla attack from Luffy and establishing that Zorojuro, helping him go into that safe zone of 8 Dawn turn pretty easily. Bonnie here has to be very careful. I saw an Apu, but he didn't went for a counter and just decided to take it out. This is not the usual Bonnie matchup where you can just take a lot of life cards so that you have a lot of hand cards when 8 cost kid goes into the field because Purple Luffy has access and they play for cost pudding. So he has to be very careful here. Bartolomeo, very good card in this matchup as well, helping Green Bonnie get those Bonnie as well as Hody due to his filter ability. And it looks like he's gonna go for a 5k Sorojuro. He has to counter this out. Again, he want to play around the pudding. So let's see here. Okay, so he's gonna be countering that 5k attack. 2 4 2 4 6. Oh, what? He decided to take it. This might be this might be bad for Bonnie. Again, Purple Luffy, if he sees that pudding and those hand cards are quite thick, he'll definitely gonna play it. And at the moment, I think he has more than 8 hand cards now. So Luffy plays a Rocinante. So Rocinante's end of turn didn't trigger quite yet because he also didn't play Rocinante's ability. You have to trash one event so that you can draw two. But it looks like he decided to just go for an maybe he doesn't have any event cards, but yeah, a 5 cost smoker on the side of Green Bonnie here. So it looks like he'll gonna go for the sword and shield strat here. I'm not sure if he has the 8 cost kid yet, but usually they set up first a Tashigi 3 cost before they play 8 cost kid because Purple Luffy also has access to Red Rock. So those Rocinante and Bartolomeo doesn't have a can't save 8 cost kid when Red Rock is used, but Tashigi is the only card that can save him from being bottom. So let's see if Bonnie has the 3 cost Tashigi. Let's see here. So a 7k attack coming to Bonnie, and now that Rocinante will be rested. Actually, Smoker's really good here because you can actually use all your dons and then use Smoker ability, so you have that one active don for Bonnie ability. So this is actually looking good for Bonney, except the fact that he has a lot of hand cards, and that will be a juicy target for Cost Pudding. But it looks like I'm not sure if Burple already have Pudding on his hand now. I'm seeing a San G6. Was that a San G6? I saw a San G9 as well. Somewhat glimpse of those cards. So 2, 3, 6, 3, 7, 7 Don. So 3. So he's now at 8 Don. Oh wow, he took it. Again, he's really playing with fire here. And Rocinante, whoa, I think he missed Rocinante's end of turn ability. He has more than 7 dawns, so he should have activated 2 more dawns at the end of your turn, at the end of his turn. So I'm not sure if that will matter. So at least he has one open dawn for maybe a Gum Gum or Gear 2. We don't know. 3 cost, 5 cost. So that 8 Dawn. He'll gonna go for uh Bonnie here, searching. At, that's a Cavendish double Bonnie. Is that a Beige and an Apu? Yep. So it looks like, well, if he doesn't have the cards that he needs, he can take one of the Bonnies. But it looks like he'll gonna prioritize a blocker. So that kind of tells us that he might have 8 cost kid already on his hand. So filtering one from Bartolomeo, did he have it? Okay, so that's the fourth card on his hand. I think if I'm right, that's the PRB 8 cost kid, or might be Shanks too, but it looks like it's going to be a kid. I mean, if that's not kid, I'm not I would assume he won't be taking that beige. So going to be he trash justice here. So I also saw a Cavendish on his hand, so we might be seeing Cavendish being played here first. Oh, he went for Smoker, and there you go. Cavendish is played now. Still a 2 cost. I mean, 2 open done for Bonnie, so might be a 6K attack, and then leaving 1 done for the leader ability. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he haven't used a smoker ability, and then there you go, 7K leader, and he'll be taking it. So when using the smoker, you have to be very careful. Oh, there you go, the 9, the 4 cost pudding before anything else. The 4 cost pudding. So yeah, you have to sequence Cavendish and Smoker's ability carefully, because once you use Smoker, that Cavendish ability won't make you reactivate some dons because of the restriction from Smoker's ability. So just small tips whenever you're using those two characters. So wait, he put Pudding on the on the second card on top. Is he planning to go for Sanji into a pudding? Well, that's kind of okay because you establish a threat, and then you again those hand cards are quite thick already, and that's a juicy target. And yeah, I think he'll gonna go for it because I mean, there's no reason why you put pudding on the second card, and it looks like it will be it. And there you go, Sanji into that pudding, and that's gonna be devastating for Bonnie. Well, of course, if he managed to get Kid again, that's kind of okay. But yeah, I mean, you really have to be very careful versus Purple Luffy due to his access to these cards that can kind of control your hand card as well as your board. So, yep. Uh, he does he want to attack? Because if he attacks, that Sanji will be rested by leader, and it looks like he'll gonna pass. Sanji, he wants to he wants his defense here up. And I'm not sure if he has a Gum Gum Giant on his hand now or a Gear 2. And yep, I think I see the 8 cost kid. Hmm, does he use 2 AA or what we saw earlier was 9 cost Shanks? But there you go. I'm sure that that's an 8 cost kid, and he also have Hody. Ooh, he can punish. He can punish Luffy here. He can rest that Sanji as well as that open Don with 10 Don 7 8. He can go for 6 7. Well, 3 Don. He can go for 8 3 stand 2. Still have 3 Dons open. Can go 6 8 8. Then 1 Don open for the leader ability if he decides to go for Bonney. Oh wow. Hmm. No, not to go for Bonnie, to go for Hoodie. So let's see here. He decides to go. This is actually again a dangerous move from Bonnie. He doesn't have any Tashigi Tricos on his field now. So a Red Rock can easily counter that 8 cost kid, and those blockers won't do anything. They cannot prevent the Red Rock and Uso Hachi. Wait, am I seeing Red Rock there? I think the bottom card of his hand now is it's a 9 cost Big Mom. And he'll gonna go for Gum Gum Giant trashing that Big Mom, and he'll gonna go drawing 2, the very balanced card of Gum Gum Giant. I'm actually quite surprised that it's not hit or not even restricted. It's untouched. But I saw another Gum Gum Giant on the top of the 5 cards there. He has 7 hand cards. Was that Red Rock? Is that Red Rock? I saw somewhat a gold card on the hand of Purple Luffy, so that might be an AA Red Rock. I'm not sure. Can also be Nami if my eyes are serving me correctly. Gum Gum Giant Gear 2, a Pudding, a 9 Sanji, and a Nami. That's the top 5 cards, and he's choosing a Straw Hat card at the moment. Well, he can actually take Red Rock here. Yep, it looks like he'll gonna go for Red Rock. No, not Red Rock. Gum Gum Giant. He'll gonna go for Gum Gum Giant. Decides to put it in the bottom and throw it. Oh wow! A top. Now I'm sure that's a top deck Red Rock. Wow! He decided to bottom the cards, and just like that, he managed to draw the perfect counter. Again, Bonnie doesn't have a Tashigi right now, so nothing can prevent from that Red Rock effect. And there you go, the Red Rock kid is now going to the bottom. Goodbye. And yep, I would assume he'll gonna start attacking either, well, he might want to go for Cavendish here, or he can go for a punish that he still have 4 dawns. He can just leave 2 open and just gonna go for that. Sanji will be rested, so he can just actually go for 9 onto that Cavendish. He doesn't have any counter, so we might see a block here. Huh. If he blocks, looks like Luffy will be pushing the issue. Well, that pudding can attack for 5k definitely. Just ask for 1 hand cards. So he can just like 5k pudding. If he counters, go for another 8k attack onto that Cavendish. Well, if he takes, well, at least Pudding did something. So what would it be? Oh, it looks like he'll gonna go for 7-6 here, or maybe 7-5. He can push the issue on the Cavendish here. He can just go for 6. Oh, he went for 6. Another hand card being asked here. Trash Cavendish, 5k leader. Oh, wow. And he is asserting dominance here. He left 3 dons open, so saying to his opponent that I do have some counters, and you have to be very careful. A 5k leader. Ooh, he's now forced to give up that Apu because he want to play. He might want to save that Bonney because he doesn't have anything on his hand now. I think I saw 2 Holy Jones on his hand and a smoker. Am I right? Well, let's see here. What what is his top deck? Ooh, a Rocinante. He'll gonna go for the search. And oh, kid, definitely he'll gonna get the kid. And we're gonna start over again. He'll gonna go for the wall of kid with well, he still have uh Bartolomeo, and he's trashing those hoodies. He do have another copy of hoodie on his hand, so that's quite okay. But that's the third hoodie already, so he has to be very careful here. He can play kid, attack with Cavendish, reactivating 2 dons. Hmm. Looks like he has to replace Bonney. He only have well, he did top deck a Rocinante, so he can use uh Kid here. Definitely not the time for Hody. So just a 6k. Hmm. What will be his play here? I think he doesn't have that many cards with counter. He only has Usohachi. Usohachi, I see a gear 2. I see, well, he did search for Gum Gum Giant. Hmm. Wait, did he counter? I didn't saw that he countered already. But looks like he did already. 8 cost, wait. Hmm? Wait. Why did he have, oh, yeah. Smoker ability. Yeah, I was thinking why does he have 3 dons open? Yeah. Smoker ability, 8 cost Smoker going for another vanilla attack here, and we do have Uso Hachi, and he went for Gum Gum Giant, trashing the gear 2, and now he draws 2, and now I think he'll gonna replace Bonnie here with another copy of Rocinante. Again, he has to be very careful. He doesn't have a 3 cost Tashigi, so if Luffy draws another red rock. Usually they play 2 red rocks. So if he managed to get another copy of red rock, it he'll definitely gonna be in trouble. Wait, I saw a blue card there. might be the second copy of Red Rock. I'm not sure what's that second card on his hand. So Sanji being played here. Oh, I saw a 9 cost Big Mom, so that might be a Sanji to Big Mom also. Let's see. Oh, I think I was mistaken. I think that it's a Sec Luffy, not a Red Rock. Resting that blocker at 10k attack to Kid, and it looks like it's going to be Sanji to Big Mom, putting that's interesting. Putting Smoker on the bottom of the life here. Now that's interesting because if you know you're gonna go for Sanji Big Mom, you would have wanted to at least leave one done open for your defensive card, but looks like he doesn't have it. So that's kind of saying to your opponent that you are kind of naked at the moment, but he do have a lot of 2K. I think I see a 6 Kosanji, an Uso Hachi. So those are 2K counters. Hody, Carrot. I'm not sure what the other hand cards here, but I think I saw a Hody and a Carrot on the hand of Bonney. Only 4 cards left. Ooh, Smoker, Hody, Carrot. What's the last card? I think I'm not sure what the last card is, but we're sure we saw a Smoker, a Hody, and I'm not sure. Wait, my monitor died, and there you go. I think I have a kind of loose cable here. So a Carrot, a Hody, a Smoker. I'm not sure what the last card is. Oh, it looks like he'll gonna go for Hody. It looks like he'll gonna go for Hody here. Oh wait. He kind of group Don's. Is that a Tashigi? I think that's a Tashigi 3, right? Yep. That's the Tashigi 3 cause well can he go for it? Well he can. He can play Hody, so he'll be left with 3 Don. Attack with attack with Cavendish. Uh Restand 3 Don. Restand 2, so he'll gonna have 5. He can attack with Kid for 9k and then play uh Tashigi 3 so that you have one done open for the leader ability. So that might be the best player. You might actually want to try to take out those rested characters as well. Well, yeah, I think that would be the best player. You want to get Toady so that you have oh okay. I just thought that you want to use Holy's ability so you can get that hand cards uh from the life so that you have more cards to defend Kid, and then you might want to take out one of those two rested characters so that you can somewhat easier defend using the 8 cost Kid ability and then lesser attackers for him. But looks like he's gonna go for a 5 cost smoker. Hmm. He's gonna go for an 8k attack. Restanding 2 dons. Luffy will just gonna take. He'll gonna use the trigger. I forgot. Was that ano? Was that I'm dead? No, that's I think that's Sanji's ability, right? So basically it's a searcher event for Straw Hat. The blue searcher for Straw Hat. Now, yeah, he can play Carrot here just to freeze Sanji, but will it be worth it? 5 dons. That means he doesn't. Well, he can use Smokero, but no, 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 no. That will be very bad. If he didn't use the 2 dons to attack with Cavendish, that might be a better play. Now he'll gonna go for an 8K again. He's preparing for the 2-turn lethal here. Again, he do have 2 Hodies. So, I mean, he do have a Hodie. So, he's just withering that hand card so he can go in for the kill next turn because he can just rest Sanji as well as the open dons, or he can rest Sanji using the leader ability and then use Hodie to rest at least or 2 open dons so that he won't have any dons open to use for his event cards. Mm, He's gonna go for 10. Maybe he's thinking of uh redirecting the attacks to a character, but I think Luffy has a lot of 2K counters. I think he has to gamble here. He really has to gamble. If he managed to take out Sanji 9, his life will be infinitely better. And he went for the kill. Is that the right call here? Now Luffy has a lot of hand cards. He's now up to 5. Well, he'll be up to 6 because he'll gonna draw to this turn, and that would be dangerous. Again, the more hand cards a Blurple Luffy has, the more dangerous he is because it's really, really hard to break through that defense. Oh, that's actually smart. He decided to just show that he do have a zero cost and hide the fact that he has a Gum Gum Giant from the top deck. And he'll gonna go for 9. He'll gonna try. Ooh, he'll gonna try to wither out those hand cards, those 2K counters. He do have another blocker here. That would be obvious. If he decides to block, that means he doesn't have any counters anymore. So that oh oh wow. He decides to play defensively. This is actually good for Luffy. Now he's not uh he there's no way he can. Oh wait. I thought I was looking for that Cavendish and it looks like it went to the Dons. Can he finish the game here? Go for Hody, so 3 Dons, attack with attack with Cavendish, 5 Don open, go for 899, 899. He do have a zero cost na he he can't he won't. There's no lethal at the moment. Well, we do know that there's no lethal because we know that he do have a Gum Gum Giant. So this is actually a bait for Bonney. If he decides to go for Hody here, he will lose the game because there's only 4 attackers. There's 2 lives. He'll gonna rest Sanji and that done, so the attack would just going to be 6888, and that zero cost can guard at least one of those eight. So take guard. I think he still have a two cost Sanji on his hand if I remember it correctly. So yep, with this attack, I think this is already over. Uh, Luffy will take this. There's no lethal at the moment. He'll just gonna use those dons. But yeah, we just know the hand cards of Luffy, so we know there's no lethal here, even if he doesn't get any 2K counters or at least any counter from those lives. 9, so it's gonna be. Whoa. If that's going to be 8, he decides to 8, so he'll just gonna take it. Oh, is he really thinking of countering? And he countered with the zero cost. Now one of the attacks is guarded, so with just two cards on his hand, he has to be very careful here. I think he should go for how? If he goes for 6, I'm not sure. Is this the gamble that he needs? You might want to gamble with that like a 7K. So if he doesn't have a 2K, he'll just gonna take, and then you go for 8 with Cavendish. So like a 7 with Cavendish, restand 2, so you can go for 8K leader and then 9K with the final attack. But I'm not sure what's the two hand cards. I think there's a 2K counter if I remember correctly, the hand cards of Luffy. He do have another 2K Sanji. He has to gamble here. He has to gamble a 7K attack. There's no math lethal. Actually, there's no. Yeah, I don't think there's a lethal here, but yeah, there's no math lethal as well. I just think that he really has to gamble. That's the best route, I believe. I'm not sure, but I personally would do that. 7K with that Cavendish, restand two dons, attach the remaining three onto that Bonney. Because if he doesn't have any 2K counters, that 7K leader, well, yeah, as long as he can counter one of the next attacks, he kind of wins already. Mm. Is he thinking of pivoting? I think he's thinking of pivoting to what do you call that? Bartolomeo blocker. Take. Only have two cards. Take three, four. No, he can't pivot. He can't pivot here. Well, he can try to take out Sanji, and then he has three lives. So there's three big moms. Let's say three attackers. Take. Rest one. Block with. Oh yeah, I think he can. He can try to take out Sanji. He can, right? Like a 6K attack on Sanji, restand 2 dons. So he'll be up to 4 dons up again. And then attack with kid. So Tridon play. Use the Tridon to play Bartolomeo. So you have a blocker. Ooh, he went for the kill because there's 3 life. So assume that he won't be guarding Sanji, right? So you have basically 5 attackers and 1 blocker. You have 3 life. If he attacks, you can rest one of the 9K. So there's gonna be 3 remaining attacks. So whatever done he'll gonna do, whatever done assignment he'll gonna do, just take it and then block the final attack, right? Yeah, the 3 life reserved for those 3 9K and then one done open to rest one of the 9K, assuming you won't have Sanji. So that's just gonna be 4 characters. Oh, well, if you do have Sek Luffy, you lost. Because Sek Luffy can just bounce uh bounce Bartolomeo. So you now have 6 attackers. Yeah, you're gonna lose. I think that's the only out, but I think that's safer rather than going for the kill here. Wait, am I right that he do have a Bartolomeo? Maybe I'm just blabbering for a card that he doesn't have. Oh boy, it's already lagging. Yeah, he do have a Bartolomeo. The last card, right? So in his hand is Carrot, Barto, and Tashigi. So he do have a 2K counter. Yeah, I think that should have been the right play there. I'm not sure. I'm kind of doubting myself now, but I think it is. The only out there was the 8 cost Luffy. Like, you try to take out Sanji, there's gonna be just 5 attackers. So there's 1 blocker, you have 3 lives, then one done open to rest one of the attackers. Yeah, I think that's the best. Let me know in the comment section if I was right. If I'm right, that should have been the play. Yeah, I'm right that he still have a 2K Sanji, and I think this is already over. He went for the kill, and he's just gonna take all these attacks. He went all in. He doesn't have any dons open, so he's just gonna take all these attacks, and it's a GG. And there you go. It's already over. Blue Purple Luffy takes Flagship EX day number 1 in Hong Kong. And again, thank you for watching and see you into the next video. Peace out.